Hey guys, what is going on? So, we're here filming another YouTube video today. We're actually going to be going over another one of our training videos today. This is going to be an upper body session, and we're also going to go over a little bit of prep, go a little bit more in depth with my training, my meals, all the supplements that I'm currently on, and everything that is going into it, where my cardio's at. Just a little bit more details about prep so you guys are a little bit more informed about where we're at and what we're doing with prep. I realize now I haven't much talked about any of the things that are really going into prep, like how much cardio I'm doing or any of the changes that we're making, and I'd like to add a lot more of that. So we're going to be trying to deep dive into prep a little bit today and go a little bit more into that. But besides that, we have a upper body session. As I said, we always start with a shoulder press. Today we're using the Smith machine. Ever since I switched to this gym, I've been consistently using the Smith machine because the shoulder press on this gym isn't the best in my opinion, and free weights are a little bit too much on my shoulders right now as I'm pretty deep in prep. I'm going to be throwing up a quick little screenshot of what my meals have been like over prep. This is obviously not what they've been the whole time, as we've added and dropped a few things. But right now, we're sitting at this. We start the day off with 2 medium whole eggs and 1 English muffin, as well as an Okio's 000 yogurt. Breakfast is one of my favorite meals out of all the meals. None of them are necessarily bad or hard to get down. It's just one of those meals that I genuinely get to enjoy a lot versus a lot of the other meals where some days they're pretty shitty. Consistently, the breakfast has been super, super good. I recommend using the mixed berry or the peach if you're going to go with the Okio's yogurt. They are the best 2 flavors in my opinion. A little bit back to the workout, I just wanted to note that the first movement, we are going to be doing 3 sets for the shoulders, and this second movement, the flat press, we are going to be doing 2 sets. I usually have been switching between the Smith machine and the flat press at this gym, as both of them are really good and I get a different feeling on both of them, so I usually switch between either one. Moving on to our next meal, we have 5 ounces of 96 lean ground beef, as well as 1 handful of spinach. You'll notice that we don't have any rice with this meal. It's not the worst, but it's also not the best. I do enjoy having rice with my chicken and my ground beef. But on training days, we have 2 meals that don't have rice in them. And on off days, I have 0 meals with rice on them. So 2 days a week, I'm not eating any rice whatsoever, which is kind of shitty. It does suck, and I do lose a little bit of energy leading into the next days. But that is expected, and that is necessary if I want to keep losing body fat. This is not what my calories or meals were at this point in prep. This is what they're at right now at about 8 weeks out. Going into our next meal, we have once again 5 ounces of 96 lean ground beef and a handful of spinach, but we add in 100 grams of jasmine rice. Our meal 4 is going to be 6 ounces of chicken breast, as well as 2 servings of extra virgin olive oil and 1 handful of spinach. And our pre-workout meal is 2 scoops of whey protein with 20 grams of cream of rice. This is really good. I do really enjoy the cream of rice meal. It really depends on what protein you get, but you can make some really good mixtures with this. This is one of those meals that almost every day it's pretty good. I've just stuck with vanilla as I don't really like mixing it up too much. I feel like too sweet of flavors really get sick for me over time. And something like vanilla I can consistently eat, and I haven't had any problems all the way through my bulk and leading to this point in prep. So it's worked pretty well. Heading into our post-workout meal, this is going to be, once again, 6 ounces of chicken breast, followed with 175 grams of jasmine rice. This is the most rice that we have in any of our meals, and it is one of the better meals. We like to have a lot of rice to try and refuel and recarb the body after training. You obviously use a lot of glycogen and energy and carbs while training, and this is a very good way to efficiently refuel your body. Moving on to our off day meals, this is going to be the exact same thing as our training day, except we are going to have zero rice in any of the meals. It does make it pretty bad when getting it down because the rice really does help mask a lot of the bad taste and just help with the chewing and getting it down easier. But it is just something we have to do to keep getting leaner and keep progressing in this cut and to get to the point where we need to be for prep. Moving on now to the health supplements that we are currently taking. We start out with L-glutamine every single day and move on to Pantene. This is used to help lower our cholesterol. We have overall health supplements like our probiotic and our multivitamin. Then we move on to Argine, which is to help lower our blood pressure. Second, we have Yohimbine, which is for the cut to help lower our body fat. And lastly, we have taurine. This is used to help lower our headaches and our cramps because of some of the other stuff we currently have in. Right now, our cardio is currently at 75 minutes. We are doing most of it fasted. I try to get between 45 and 60 minutes of it done fasted and do the rest during training, as this is what my coach recommended, and it works usually the best that way. I can wake up on time and get a good bit of the cardio done and get home without spending too much time at the gym and get a meal in and then get everything else that I need to get done before training. So this has been pretty helpful. It has definitely been hard getting up that early and getting cardio in. It does suck consistently every single morning having to wake up and the first thing you have to do is cardio. But again, this is just something that comes with prep and something that I have to adhere to. So with that being said, I think I've gone over a good bit of our current process with prep and some of the current things that we have on our schedule, our meals, our supplements, and our cardio. We will be going more in depth about prep and a lot of the other things that are going into prep, making a what I'm eating in a day video, specifically showing you the meals, the timings, different things that I like to add when preparing the meals, as well as a check-in video going over what I do on my check-in days. I usually do all of my cardio that morning on check-in days, as well as a few other things like my blood pressure and taking my check-in photos. So I plan to film all of that and go over that completely. And I just have a lot more content for prep. I want to do a lot more in-depth content over prep, not just edits like I have been doing so far. So leading in through the next couple weeks, we are going to be trying to be more in depth with everything going on. This is going to conclude this section of the video. We're going to be heading into a leg day that was actually the following night of this session. So yeah, let's cut to that.
Fuck.
What are you listening to?
Jay Holiday, bro.
Hey, Holiday on the way to the gym at 11?
I'm trying to get my testosterone up, bro.